You're watching the Bad Boys Texas After Show, only on Damien After Dark. I'm so glad to be here, and I'm glad to have you with me. Make sure if you're not subscribed yet, you go ahead and get subscribed, locked in. That way you never miss a beat. Also, make sure you join the conversation and comment below this video, leaving me your thoughts, opinions on what you thought about the episode and this after show. And last but not least, support the channel by clicking the thumbs up button. That is your way of showing me love and supporting this channel. You can also support by donating using super chats or super thanks or Cash App, Venmo, and not Zelle, PayPal. Cash App, Venmo, and PayPal as well. I'll put the links in the description below for you. So yeah, I'm glad to have you all back. It's a new week. Hope everything is going great for everybody. Hope everything is working out for you in your life. It's a new episode 12, season 2, episode 12. I'm not gonna lie, this episode was boring as fuck. I literally found myself at one point like falling asleep a little bit. Like as I've said in the last 2 episodes, we've been able to see in the last 2 to 3 episodes that they've ran out of ideas. They're running out of drama. Most of the guys, I think, are over it. They're all just getting along, trying to make it to the end of this. And producers know it. They can tell. I don't understand why they didn't wrap this season up with this episode being the finale. I don't understand why they're extending it. I mean, they should have known filming this. Like, okay, let's wrap it up now. Like, we've got nothing. What else do y'all have to show us? You've already toured all the major cities in Texas. What else is there? I don't know which. I don't know which season was worse, first season or second season. Like, they just need to start from scratch, go back to the drawing board, start over, because Bad Boys 1 and 2, the whole Bad Boys saga, this whole thing has been overhyped. Myself, along with other fans, were so excited when we knew that we were going to get a Bad Boys Club, something that we've all kind of wanted for the longest. And it's definitely easy for me to say that Zeus has failed. This was a big flop. Like, y'all had the potential to make this something big, something exciting, something entertaining and fun that we could look forward to each and every week. But it's just, it's been It's not been, like, completely awful, but it's not been that great either. I don't know. And just a little word of advice next season. Can we stop with the whole tour thing? Like, them going to different cities and going to different clubs. Like, that's so old. I'm sick of seeing it with the baddies. I don't want to see it with the bad boys, too. So going into season 3, please don't do a tour. Can we go back to the original style? If you're going to do a Bad Boys, kind of like a Bad Boys Club, go back to the original concept. Put them in a house together. Film it round the clock. I don't know. Anyway, let's get into the episode if you care. This might be a short after show because I don't have as many notes as I normally do because there wasn't as much going on in this episode. But like I said, if you care, we're going to talk about it. For those who didn't watch, I'm going to recap it for you so I'll let you know what happened. The episode starts with Raz-B apologizing to the guys. He's trying to get back in their good graces. You know that if you didn't know, he pulled out a knife a couple episodes ago, and it didn't set well with a lot of the guys. So now that he has now that he's mended things with Jonathan, Jonathan thought it was only right for him to mend things with the rest of the group because everybody was sort of at odds with Raz-B at this point, and nobody really wanted him to come back into the house. So everybody is really going one by one down a line, telling Raz-B how they feel regarding the situation with him pulling out a knife. And really shady ass says in a very calm voice, he says, well, me, I just think you're a little too old to be acting the way that you do. It was the tone in his voice and how he said it for me. I don't know what it was about it. It was funny. But it's true. I mean, Raz-B is too old to be acting the way he's acting, right? You grown, sir. You are somebody's father, I'm sure. And you out here acting like a child. Now, Mo City tells Raz that, he was tweaking. And where I'm from, tweaking means you on some shit. You on a drug and you're acting erratic off of a drug. But I also know from other parts of the country, up north, out west, wherever, they call tweaking just if you're acting crazy, acting stupid, acting wild, they might say, "Oh, you're tweaking." So for me, I was like, "Well, which one is Mo City referring to? Does he think that Rasby is on some shit, tweaking off some shit, or is he just tweaking, acting stupid, acting crazy, or both?" Because my initial analysis of the situation, I told y'all, I said, "I don't know what's going on with Rasby. Is he acting drunk? Is he on some shit? Is he tweaking off some drugs?" Or, is he just, I don't know. Um, so Mo City, Adonis, Carry On, and Ara, they're all in the room talking about what they're gonna wear for the night. Because it's Jonathan's birthday. They're having a party at Jonathan's salon, his business, and they're all talking about what they're gonna wear. And Adonis pulls out he has this, I think it's a garbage bag. He got a bag and he pulls out a roll of fabric, and it's like red leopard skin fabric. And he says that he's going to make Jonathan an outfit for his birthday. He wants Jonathan to wear this outfit. And did any of y'all recognize that material? Did any of y'all recognize not only the material, the entire out, like the the full pant, the full pants that he made? So if you don't know, the on the Bobby I Love You Per reunion, Colgate, aka Crush, he wore an outfit identical to what Adonis made. I don't know if y'all noticed that. And I'm assuming Adonis got his inspiration from that, because I'm sure Adonis watched Bobby I Love You Per. He's a fan of Zeus. He wanted on Bad Boys. So I'm sure that's where his inspiration came from. Maybe not, but it was very, very, I mean, it was identical. It was identical. And I'm not shading him at all, because as the episode went on and we saw the complete outfit, I couldn't help but notice, like, wow, he's very talented. For him to have gone and got fabric like that and to make those pants that he made, he's very talented. And I would buy it. Like, if he were to make something like that for me, I would totally buy it. I would totally buy it. And he's definitely got a future in fashion and stuff like that. So now Adonis tells the boys in the room. There's only like 4 of them in the room, remember. It was Mo City, Adonis, Carry On, and Ara. And Mo City tells them, whatever y'all do, don't wear the same color as Jonathan, because y'all know how he gets when y'all dress like him. And I'm just like, what? Like, really? So here's the thing. Can we talk about it? Like, can we really talk about it? Can we talk about how all these boys literally spread Jonathan's asshole apart, his cheeks apart, and lick it? Like, they kiss his ass so much. And I think it's like, don't want to get on Jonathan's bad side kind of thing. Don't want to fight Jonathan because they know that he'll mollywop them and they don't want to be embarrassed on TV. But it's getting to the point where it's kind of embarrassing. Like, what, Adonis? Like, you and Jonathan were just going at it 4 episodes ago when you came on this show, and it just kind of seems like it's kind of icky. I'm like, ew, like, and I don't know, I don't like it. I don't want Jonathan to be back, to be honest, because if y'all gonna bring him back another season just because you think the fans love him, we're gonna get another season like this where guys are kind of like tiptoeing around him, unless you're gonna find somebody that can meet his match, that that can mollywop Jonathan, dog walk him across the floor. That's what y'all need to do if y'all gonna bring him back another season. But I'd rather not see it. I'm over Jonathan. I don't know about y'all. How about y'all? I feel like he's very overrated, and I'm over it. I really liked him a lot last season because I felt like he came in and saved the show after he did that to Rio and Milan. But now I feel like he got big-headed. He came in on big bully vibes, bulldoze anybody that gets in my way. Actually, bulldoze anybody, not anybody that gets in my way, just anybody. And yeah, I don't know. To be honest, I can say that, like I said, even though I don't care for him, Jonathan runs this house. The way Natalie said she ran the house in season 4, I ran LA. Jonathan is running the season. He claims he runs Dallas, and he runs the. He ran the season and he ran the house. The boys tiptoed around him. Nobody wanted to make him mad. For God's sakes, we're making sure we don't wear the same color as him so we don't piss him off. Really, girl, bye. I would have wore red on purpose. Shit. Being these boys can say, Jonathan can say jump, and these boys will say how high. Um, so Relly and Chef D, they show up to Jonathan's shop to prep for the party, get things ready, and it's really nice to see them in a different setting for once, because we typically only see them at the club, in the bus, or in the house, right? So it's nice to see them in a different setting. They're in his salon, which he has a very nice salon, and they've transformed it with all these decorations, and they've turned it into a nightclub. Um, Now, Relly and D sit down and talk, and Chef D has still got an issue with Raz, even though Raz has apologized and they've all tried to move past things. Chef D still has an issue with the fact that Raz pulled out this knife, and D says his dad died because someone stabbed him to death, and he doesn't want to be around somebody who is going to pull out a knife like that because he doesn't trust you. And I can honestly say, for the first time throughout this season, I actually agree with Chef D on this, because look, if I'm hanging around a group of dudes, and I get that we're gonna be fighting here and there, but if somebody pulls out a knife, now it's like, whoa. And then on top of that, Zeus ain't really taking it serious, because MTV, VH1, or Bravo would have sent your ass to the curb packing real quick. But Zeus wants that entertainment value. They don't care. And they would, like one of my subscribers said last week, one of y'all pointed it out and said, they probably kept Razby around because of he was the only drama that was happening. And it was a good observation. And that's probably why. He was the only one really creating chaos around the house with his antics. But I see where Chef D is coming from, because I don't want to sleep with one eye open, bitch. No. No. I don't want to sleep with one eye open. I'm trying to have a good time. And even though he apologized, and I'll accept that apology, I don't know if you're going to do this shit again when you get drunk or off your meds or tweaking, whatever. I don't know. Well, how do y'all feel about that? If y'all were in the house and Chef D had pulled out a knife, not Chef D, Razby had pulled out a knife, and the next few days, whatever, he apologizes, would you want that person to still stay in the house? Would you forgive them? Or would you want them to go because they're a liability and you don't know if you can trust them? Yeah, Raz says he apologizes, and I'm sure he might not do it again. But still, hey, you can't trust shit. You don't know. We're in a crazy time. People are doing crazy things every day, okay? I don't want to be around no unpredictable ass bitch. So the next scene that we see is Jonathan in an SUV FaceTiming his mother. His mother is singing happy birthday to him. Jonathan doesn't know where he's going. This car is just taking him somewhere. And they pull up into an RV center where, these big, kind of like a car lot, but they sell RVs, the camper vans, the RV van, y'all know what I'm talking about. And outside of the camper place, the RV center, is the CEO of Zeus, Lemmy, the one they call Lemmy, Lamel Plummer. And he tells Jonathan, happy birthday. We've got you this big RV for your birthday. And I think it was to replace, because y'all remember at the beginning of the season, Jonathan had a mobile salon, like a big purple van, mobile salon, and somebody from the Zeus team was driving it for him in between cities on the tour, and they wrecked and totaled his van. So Zeus purchased this RV for Jonathan for his birthday to make up for the van that that they had wrecked. And I thought that was very nice because look, those things aren't cheap. I've always wanted one of those RV things to travel in, but they're not cheap at all. My grandmother bought one at one point, and it was very nice. They're like literal homes. Like you can live in them. I would live in one. I'm not too good for it. I would live in it in a heartbeat. Put it on the water, right on the river, right by the ocean, wherever. I would live in it. And I thought that was nice of Zeus to do that since they did, fuck his shit up. He upgraded, if you ask me. I'd been glad they totaled my shit because he upgraded. Um, Now, all the boys are, not all the boys, most of the boys, 6 out of the 10 boys are on the bus headed to Jonathan's party. Jonathan, Relly, and the rest of them are already there. But, so they're on the bus, they're headed there, and I do want to give, y'all know I've gave Mo City, Ho City, JB, whatever y'all want to call him. I've gave him hell throughout this season. I really have, because he's just done some fuckboy shit that I didn't like. However, on tonight's episode, I gotta give him credit. I gotta give him credit for giving Orlando his credit and his flowers because, all the boys were talking about their experience being on the show, how grateful they were to be on the show. And Mo City brings up how grateful he was to even be a part of this experience with Orlando Brown because Orlando Brown was like a legend to him. And he said, you know, I grew up watching you on TV. You were doing this TV shit before any of us were even known about um, or even heard of. And, it's true. I agreed with him. I thought it was true. And I liked the fact that they were giving Orlando his credit, and, and he appreciated it. And, Orlando may have a past, but hell, who don't? We all do. But you can't take away from his success and his accomplishments and what he's done, even though he's been in the media for negative shit the last five, however many years. But you can't take away what he's done and how he was a part of a lot of our childhoods, especially as 90s kids. If you were born in the 90s, you had to have watched That's So Raven. Where my 90s kids at? Where my 90s babies at? Hell, not even the 90s. Maybe some of the 80s babies did. Maybe some of y'all that was born in the early 2000s even watched That's So Raven. Hell, I know some people even watch That's So Raven to this day. But I grew up on it. It was one of my favorite Disney shows. I think it was my favorite Disney show, actually. That one, Lizzie McGuire, all those greats, like Hannah Montana, I think was like the last best Disney show. Everything from Hannah Montana and before was like the era of Disney. Everything after that, I don't know what they got going on now, child. It's a hot mess shit show over there now. Even though I did think they revamped That's So Raven and did a spinoff called Raven's Home. Y'all know what I'm talking about? I would like for them to bring Orlando back. Let Eddie do a cameo. I know he's been through some things. I know he looks a little aged compared to what he used to, but y'all can clean him up. Clean him up, let him learn some lines, give him a little cameo, give him a little gig. Let Orlando come back. Would y'all, wouldn't that be cool? Wouldn't you like to see Orlando come back on Raven's Home? Now, Orlando, you gotta be professional. Show up to set every day on time. Learn them lines. Be clear. Be coherent. Be present. We rooting for you over here. We want you to get that gig. I'm manifesting it. I'm manifesting Disney calling you, Orlando, after they see you on Zeus. Yes, it is quite the difference in networks and content, but hey, it's okay. Kids ain't watching Bad Boys. And I liked seeing that side of Mo City JB too, instead of the tough boy, the act he constantly does. I like seeing the more, I don't want to say softer side because it wasn't. I wouldn't call it a soft thing. I liked seeing that more vulnerable sweetheart side to him. So they get to Jonathan's party. Tons of people are there. His place is turned into a nightclub. Looks like a lot of fun. Looks like a party I would like to go to. I don't even like going to the clubs. I don't even like partying like that no more. But I would go there. And I forgot that Jonathan had a pet monkey. Did y'all see the pet monkey? I'm like, does Jonathan actually, does he have time to take up time with this monkey? Or do you just leave it with somebody? Or Does it stay in a cage all day? Like, what? I got questions about this pet monkey, Jonathan. But yeah, the pet monkey was at the party. I'm like, Lord, let the pet monkey get a contact high from the weed in the air, or let the monkey pick up a shot. Yeah, cause y'all see them videos of monkeys. Monkeys are very, 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 very smart. They'll pick up anything and eat it. Pick up shit, drink it. Hell, over in China, they was or not over in China, India, they were kidnapping kids. No lie, monkeys were literally picking up kids from the playground and running off with them. Did y'all see? Ara Ara was having the time of his life at that club with those strippers. Y'all see him? I mean, he was thrusting booty. I mean, booty thrusting them and hunching them, and I mean, he was getting it with them strippers, and it was fun to see. He looks like he would be a damn good time to hang out with. And Ara is my like. I don't even have to see any more episodes to determine this, but Ara is my MVP for the season. If I had to say who was my favorite this entire season, it was definitely him. He was authentic. He was genuine and true to himself. He didn't try to put on for cameras. You didn't see him dripped out in Gucci and Versace and Prada and all this. You know, he doesn't come off as fame whore, thirsty, clout chasing bitch. Like, just a genuine, cool ass, laid back dude that I would like to kick it with. So I want to give my flowers to Ara because you, my darling, were refreshing to watch. I enjoyed watching you on my screen. And had you not been on this season, I don't even know if I would have been able to make it through it, honestly. Aura was the best casting decision they made out of the whole cast. If y'all gonna bring anybody back next season, that's the one. And then, listen, Natalie walks in. Did y'all see her give Jonathan his birthday gift, which was a Louis Vuitton bag? And in the Louis Vuitton bag, there was tons of cash. I'm like, damn, y'all done gave this boy a RV, threw him this badass birthday bash, gave him Louis Vuitton, then gave him money on top of the Louis Vuitton. Okay, if this is what it's like to work for Zeus on your birthday, sign me up for Bad Boys Season 3. Shit. I can pay my rent up for a year. Damn, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, that was the end of the episode. We didn't really have any action-packed moments. There really wasn't any explosive fights. There wasn't any read sessions. There wasn't really anything going on. Everybody got along for the most part. And it made for a kind of boring episode. Not to say you have to have fights and reads and stuff like that for an interesting episode. But shit, I was just a little over it. Like, we could have wrapped this episode up. Or we could have wrapped season 2 up with this episode. Let Jonathan's birthday have been the season finale. Bam. And let's end this shit. Because y'all dragging this shit out at this point. Y'all are dragging this shit out at this point. Anyway, I want to hear from you on what you thought about episode 12, tonight's episode of Bad Boys Texas. What was your favorite season? Season 1 or season 2, if you had to choose? And who is your MVP so far this season? Who is your favorite cast member thus far? I would love to hear from you. I appreciate the support. I appreciate the love. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button to get locked in on all things Damien After Dark, and you will never miss a beat. Also, make sure, as I said, join the conversation by commenting below and leaving me your thoughts and opinions. Last but not least, support the channel. You can support the channel in 2 ways. One way is free. Click the thumbs up button, and I will love you forever. The other way, you can donate by leaving a super thanks. That is YouTube's way of tipping us creators. Or you can also use payment methods below in the description like Cash App, Venmo, and PayPal. I appreciate you guys so much for watching, and we will see you next time on another episode of Damien After Dark. Love you guys so much. Mwah. See ya.